Hello everybody, welcome back to a brand new video here on the channel. I hope you're all having a great day. Do you remember the last time Formula 1 was at Watkins Glen? Neither do I. That was in 1980, so that was a couple of months ago to say the least at the bare minimum. But we are bringing F1 cars back to Watkins Glen here in 2023. A perfect track combination for just about any type of racing. Let's test it out. Here we come to start our lap in Watkins Glen for some practice. One of my favorite road circuits on the planet for sure. I love Watkins Glen so much. As you guys know, I love many motorsports aside from Formula 1, and one of them that races here is NASCAR, it's a beautiful thing when you can respect both the likes of NASCAR and F1. That means you have common sense. But we continue on here towards the bus stop. So we're running the boot version of Watkins Glen. You go through this bus stop as well. A very cool corner. I love this bus stop chicane so much. Then you head through the sweeping right carousel. Now if you're in NASCAR, you're going to continue on down the straightaway right here. Not this time around though. We're going to stick through the, I'll call it the infield section. It's called the boot. But we go through this left-hander. We're following currently Charles Leclerc, number 16 right there. But we're going to stay behind him and just kind of use him as our guide. But you see we go through the right-hander. Get the power down as hard as you can, down towards this run, towards the next right-hander, and we're going to break about the 200 marker. It looks like I'm on the soft tire. Leclerc's on the medium, so he's going to be a little bit slower than myself currently, but you can see right here, this is a tricky corner right there, but there's so much grip and downforce in this car, you can really chuck it into some of these corners, especially this one right here when we get into the race. But then you go down into the final corner, and I'm probably going to go down to fourth gear right there and then just get it back going, and it's a pretty quick lap time, about 1:26, and that was not running at full pace, so I bet we could hit closer to 1:22, 23, but overall it wasn't too bad. Let's head into a race where there might be some rain on the way. Here we go then. It's going to be 10 laps, Watkins Glen. Formula 1 is back in 2023 at the Glen. Lights out, we are underway. You can already see in the distance in the sky. We're looking at the sky. You can see the clouds coming. One of the cool things about rFactor is you can actually kind of see the weather coming at you, and we've already gotten some major issues. A couple of cars off circuit there. A bit of a chaotic start now. We are wheel to wheel through the S's, up through the hill, up through the elevation. You can see losing out is myself there already, down to now P19. Perez behind us in last. Now going into this bus stop, I would be a little bit concerned going side by side through this bus stop in any form of racing. I just got absolutely plowed by Perez, and someone's dead in the barrier. That was an Alpine. I'm completely wide off the circuit trying to, just navigate my way through this, and Perez, let's get going. We have more yellows briefly. It looks like they've already got it sorted, however, so far so good, but you can see that cell of rain on the way. There's a storm cell coming, and it is going to get nasty here. Oh my god, Perez just ran me over again, but look at the mid-corner speed I have. So I was a little bit cautious on corner entry, but the mid-corner speed, we really have it. Looks like we're struggling, however, down the straightaway, and apparently on the entry of the corners, because they are bulldozing their way through me. You know what? I think that's why they're so slow through the middle of the corner, because they're pushing too hard on the entry, that it's allowing me to kind of get up and go into the barrier sometimes now. But Fernando Alonso, he's not going to give me a break there. We've had a couple of scraps already with him here in rFactor, but at the end of lap 1, Alonso again with another move. It's not going to work in his favor, but P17 is where we find ourselves. We know the rain is coming about the midway point of this Grand Prix. I'm going to get run over again. These guys have no chill here apparently, but so far so good after one lap side by side in front of us between Latifi and the Haas. I didn't catch exactly what Haas that was, but Latifi drops a position. Oh my god, that was an absolutely incredible move right there by Fernando. Just caught me napping right there. I could have gone so much quicker, and I just didn't. And there, look at the run back at him though. I love battling this guy as, oh, he's gonna run me into the barrier. Fernando, what was that? What was that? Okay, we got so much more speed. Let's get into line a little bit here and figure this out, because now we got to get going. I feel like I'm gonna have to start breaking offline so I don't get run over by the AI, who just seemed to brake so much later. I'm going to try and go around the outside. Fernando's going to close the door respectfully, and I'm going to try and switch him over here to the right side. Not enough slipstream here, so I'm going to tuck in behind him. I'm going to send one right here into turn one. Watch this. Up the inside of Alonso. That time we actually outbraked the AI, and it worked. There we go. Up the position over Alonso, who's currently going on an off-track extravaganza, but up into P17 again. Let's see if we can start to really move our way forward. We really seem to be struggling on the top end speed. I'm already concerned for this bus stop. I do remember I need to absolutely sail it into this bus stop, kind of like Alonso is about to set me up for. I definitely... Oh, Alonso's crashing. Alonso's crashing in the mirror. I did not do that. Okay, there was no contact, but I could definitely still send it in further. Cloud cover is picking up. It is game on, though. A move on Latifi. He did not see that one coming. Kevin Magnussen right in front of us. I was a little bit concerned, and the Williams was going to run me over around the outside of K-Mag. What a move there. And you can see the cloud cover is just picking up as by the second, really. I'm going to go up the inside of the AlphaTauri. A bold move there on Yuki Tsunoda, and we have made more passes on this lap than we have all race long. All of a sudden, just kind of getting into the groove as I run into the back of Pierre Gasly, our rival in F122 career. Easy pass on him. I think we need to make as many passes as we can before the rain, because I'm not sure if it's going to get to a point where we need to pit for wet tires, but if it does, it could get very treacherous. And I know AI and rFactor in the rain, not much different than the F1 game. They're OP in the rain. Oh my goodness, Leclerc had a bit of a moment there. We were able to capitalize on it up into P12, right behind fellow Canadian of Lance Stroll into 8th gear. So as soon as I'm going into 8th gear, I'm noticing the drop off in pace. However, here we go. We are drag racing in a moment with Stroll. This is going to be such a dangerous move to try and pull off. Oh my goodness. That was way too close to disaster. The rain is starting to fall. You can see it on the actual halo and the rest of the car. Oh, Stroll, what are you doing, lad? Immediately, I'm trying to bring up the weather stuff here. Okay, there it is in the right bottom of the screen. So, got to pay a lot of attention now to the actual right bottom where it says track, and currently it is dry on the circuit, which is what we like to see. Currently doesn't feel any different right now. The rain is obviously falling. It's just a drizzle on lap 3, so we got some time to work with now, and I'm going to try and throttle up, and a little bit of contact with the back of the Aston Martin here. One thing I love about, rFactor as well as this F1 mod is you can get aggressive. You're not going to pay the price too much for having a little bit of fun, but you can see the rain lights now on, track damp. I imagine we're going to have to come in at some point here for the wet tire, so I feel like I should probably get that prepared. We are running down a whole train of cars, but what I want to do is make sure we have wet tires prepared in case we have to come into the pit lane. How do I change that? I don't remember how to change that. That's an issue. That is certainly an issue. I don't see the option anywhere to change the tires. Oh, here we go. I've just found it, but I am currently navigating my car around a very quick racetrack, so I'm trying to, focus on a couple things. I don't know if it's going to be intermediates or soft, so we'll keep it on intermediates for now. There we go. Catch the Canadian of Stroll off guard. He's going to send one back up my inside here. We're going to give him the space that he is owed, but we will fight back around the outside still, although the track's damp right now. A lot of grip in this track still. I can really get the power down, and I'm going to send one up the inside of the Spaniard of Carlos Sainz, and the two September 1st birthday drivers are now wing to wing, I guess you could say. I'm going to try and go around the outside of Vettel. No, I'm not, because here's Sainz. Vettel is struggling hard with grip right there. You can see that it's getting darker and darker here at the track at the Glen, and now I feel like I'm going to get run over from behind. Hopefully not. We're okay. Nobody pitting yet. We're going to stay out as well. Track is still only damp, but the rain is starting to really come down. Oh, Vettel just sent one up the inside and slid into the side of me. We're into the points halfway through this race. Oh my goodness, power move around the outside of Sainz. He didn't see that one coming. Up into 9th place we go as we head through the boot again. Oh, a little bit difficult there. The car is kind of plowed, but we get the pass done as well on, I think that was Albon, and you can see in the right bottom of the screen again, slightly wet now. The track is, when I'm throttling up right there, I can feel it slipping a little bit. You can see as well Verstappen right there sliding just a little bit on the corner exit as we're gonna go way too deep into the corner. I'm gonna run into the back of Lewis Hamilton. I'm going to put it off the circuit into the gravel, get it collected as quick as I can. How many spots do we give up? Hey, yo, I'm here, Mr. Yuki Tsunoda. He just completely ran us off circuit there, as we are now down to P17 after getting ourselves into the points. You can see everybody's struggling at this point. I'm going to make it 3 wide. That's got to be the silliest thing I've done all day long, and it worked. So sometimes being silly, well, it has some advantages as we get past Sonoda again, back into P14. The track is getting wetter as the laps go on, but 4 laps remain. Look at these guys slipping and sliding. I love sights like that. Oh, he's not gonna let me have the spot. I respect it. We have the spray starting to pick up here. Now the track is wet. The track is definitely wet at this point. You can look at the power sliding. Look at the sliding. I don't know how we have this much grip on a wet surface. Look at this. Oh my goodness, we're actually making this work. And oh, to the outside, wheel to wheel, with as well again Lance Stroll. But these guys are actually they're struggling more than I am, which is completely foreign to me in this game. Usually it's the other way around, but I'm balling out here now as we're going to go around the outside. Oh, a bit of a slide right there. Oh, yeah, I'm really sliding through here, but we're okay. So much spray coming up from the cars right now. I'm curious to see if we're going to pit here with a couple laps to go. We'll see what the AI do this lap, but you can see, yep, we're starting to lose quite a bit of grip now. Oh, my goodness. I am ready to box right here. If they are coming in, I'm just going to do what they do. They're going to stay out. They're going to stay out on the dry tire. I mean, it doesn't look wet. It's really interesting. The track doesn't really look like it's wet right now. So I'm a bit surprised by that. This is definitely different than what I've seen in other times in R-Factor with rain. But the track says wet. It don't look wet. I don't know if I should go for this, but I'm going to anyway. Side by side in the rain. This is probably not the best move. They checked up really early. Thank you so much. I believe that was Albon. And through the bus stop up into 8th place we go, through the chicane. And look how much more speed we can carry through. Oh, the grip is there still. There's still grip. This track, it says what? I don't believe it. I would say like this is the only part of the track right here where I'm actually truly struggling through is in the boot section, you know. Oh, Verstappen lost a little bit of grip, had a tail whip and kind of pushed me off just a tad bit. Oh, I just ran into the back of Verstappen. I couldn't slow the car down in time. And you can see, oh, the McLaren slides right off the circuit. We're up at a P6. We might have a shot to win this race if I don't spin the car. Saved it through the grass we go. Get the power back down as quick as I can. Wasn't expecting that one. As now through the penultimate corner. Yeah, it's definitely starting to get wet now. I'm starting to be a little bit more convinced at this point, and we're pitting. Oh, some are staying out. I'm gonna say just for the fun of it, let's come in, and I hope I didn't speed, but nonetheless, we're gonna come in. Oh, it's very wet. It is very, very wet. Let's put on the wet tires. I just wrecked him. Into the pit box we go for the wet compound tires. There they go. The wets are on, and I don't know. Here we go. We're rolling already. Very good stop from the team. Oh, there's a Haas trying to enter his pit box. This is absolute calamity here. And pit limiter off, and we are back on track. So one key thing to note, I think that is important that I left out. This track is a mod. So therefore, that's probably why this doesn't look as wet as it should. I see yellow flags, but I'm not seeing anything actually developing. Now the track, I mean, it's so fun. What I like about this is just how dark it is in the rain. Oh, the tires, yep, they are plowing into that bus stop chicane. I believe we got Hamilton here right in front of us, if I'm not mistaken, as I'm trying to run him down. Now it's starting to look wet. Okay, it's definitely looking wet now. Here we go. This is what I'm talking about. You can see that shiny wetness on the surface. This is what I expected. Now I'm struggling. This is what I came here for. This is what I was hoping to see today all of a sudden. However, I noticed like the raindrops don't seem to be like on the car now, as getting this thing slow down. They are on the inters. Okay, you guys are on the intermediates, huh? Okay. The track, it's very wet, so sorry Lewis. Oh yeah, big sorry Lewis, but the track is very wet, so I'm a bit surprised by that. You can see though there is so many struggles. Extremely wet, it just said. I haven't seen extremely wet before. I didn't even know that was the thing. Look at that, extremely wet. Oh, this is perfect. I love this. We only have one lap to go, and I think that the guys that just stayed out, yes, they are coming into the box now. The guys that stayed out an extra lap are pitting. Lewis just stomped on the brake pedal right there. Some drivers exiting right in front of us now. Look how wet it is. This is awesome here as we come up through the elevation. The battle for the win is right in front of us. Yellow flags has got to be behind, and you can see that all 5 cars in the top 5 are right here under a blanket. The rain lights are on. We can see a little bit, but not a whole lot. Oh, this is so good. I love this. Now as we head down towards the chicane, or the carousel, sorry, up the inside of Hamilton. Caught him off guard a little bit there. He slipped up. We're still side by side into the left-hander as we go through the boot, and oh, I'm gonna slide off circuit. Oh, it was going to be an epic battle right there. We continue on. Just try to maintain a top 10 as the Red Bull chomps my nose. Here we go through the penultimate turn. Just try to carry as much speed as I can to the curb, down into the final turn. Doesn't look like we're going to gain anything else. No, sir, but it's going to be P8. We were looking at a top 5 with issues on that final lap, but wow, that was fun. I enjoyed every moment of that, especially once the rain started falling. So much fun here in Watkins Glen. There you guys have it, Watkins Glen F1 2023. It's back. It's beautiful. If you guys enjoyed, you know what to do. Thank you all for taking the time of your day for watching this episode. And if you have any track combo ideas you want me to test out with F1 cars, make sure to let me know. But I will see you guys in the next one. Thank you for watching. Have a great day, everybody.